I thought it was a great crowd tonight. It was great energy. It wasn't the prettiest basketball game in history. We were able to, I thought, be very disciplined in the first half defensively. And that's a place where, we've given up some points and, I've had to push some players to really commit to being a consistent defender. And I was really proud I thought we got Syracuse back on their heels. I thought they followed the game plan really well, switching defenses, doing some different things. We had 13 turnovers at halftime. When you're able to hold down a top 20 team like that, you got to walk into halftime with a lead. And so the fact that we missed a lot of shots, and turned the ball over as many times as we did. Now it's a 2-point game. Even though we're battling, we owned them on the boards in the first half, both ends, offensively and defensively. Another issue for us, in recent games. So really proud of the fight of our team. So you come out in the second half, and Syracuse starts getting a little bit of a rhythm. And again, I thought offensively, our discipline just we didn't make shots. That's gonna change. We are a great shooting team. When you don't make shots, you better be disciplined. You better be able to take care of the ball. You can't give them another 10 turnovers in the second half. And that's really what it came down to. And against a top 20 team who's well coached and very disciplined, that's the story of the game.
Any rhyme or reason to the missed shots? I mean, were you happy with the looks that you got?
Yeah, so for the most part, so when you look at shooting, for the most part, Kelly Hughes, Emily Daly, Nicole Boudreau, they're going to have a green light. Those are three of the top shooters in the ACC. They're all ranked in the top 10 in percentage and three-pointers made. So, I'm going to give them some rope. And I really want them stepping in with confidence and being ready to shoot. With some of the other players, again, we want them to take the open threes. So I'll know a little bit better after watching the film. But I think in general, our shot selection was fine. There might be a couple where I say, hey, there was one more pass or someone else open. But still, you know what? We're not always going to get that perfect. So the reality is when your best shooters are going 1 for 11, 2 for 10, hey, we need to battle. And we battled in a lot of ways, but the turnovers killed us. And again, we made a few defensive errors then in the second half and let them get going. And hey, that's the story of the game. But they earned it. Syracuse definitely earned it.
And going back to the start of the game, one switch to the starting lineup. Marty was ready
for Ashley Kelsey, yeah.
What was your...
Yeah, we've got 3 freshman point guards. Rachel Gartner, who had a couple great games early, is having shoulder issues. It's popping out, so she's not available. So Marty and Ashley are both learning to play the position. Marty's a really, really good European player who just the style of play and the difference. Again, sometimes she's maybe takes a couple chances that she shouldn't take. Ashley Kelsick, again, a really, really accomplished scorer and a great ball handler and defender who's learning to play a new position, learning to play with teammates. So, part of the turnovers I have to expect. When you've got freshman point guards and we're playing at a high pace, we're not going to be a slow down team. We're not going to be, we're going to run the floor. There's going to be some mistakes. It's just there was way too many tonight. So Marty's a great player. Ashley's a great player. They play together a lot. And again, a lot of it has to do with just who's playing well in practice and what's been going on behind the scenes a little bit.
Even though she shot 0 for 6 from 3, Emily Daly still found a way to score 11 points getting inside. Have you been trying to push her to maybe go inside a little bit more?
Well, so we used Emily as she's a 6'2" guard who can really shoot it and she can really pass. And so, we were able to use her in the high post and got her some nice looks. She's a very good passer from in there. I thought Shira Brown did a nice job in there as well. And we were able to penetrate their zone a little bit, as you and I talked about pregame, Bill. And that's where, Emily got a couple nice jump shots. And so, yeah, absolutely. And she also took the ball to the basket. We didn't finish well enough tonight. We didn't get to the line well enough tonight. So there's still some things that are missing from who we need to be. But like I said, this is all part of the process. This is part of the learning experience. As I'm disappointed because I know this was a winnable game, I also know that a lot of this stuff it's part of what needs to happen for us to grow. Great. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.